Good morning. Well, it's still morning. It's coming up on noon here shortly, and I'm in the state capitol. Bill Post with you. I just wanted to take just real quick. I'm not going to take long for this, but I wanted to respond to Governor Brown's State of the State address this morning, which we heard as a joint session of the of all branches of government were there. You had the House and the Senate. We were on the House floor. You had the judicial branch was there. You had the Secretary of State, the Treasurer, the BOLI commissioner, everybody was there. And the governor gave a state of a state. Now, the thing that is unusual about this is it's never been done before in Oregon's history that a governor gave a state of a state address outside of the inauguration process or the regular session, which is in the odd numbered years. So this was the first time ever that a governor gave a state of the state address in an even numbered year for a short session or for any reason in an even numbered year. So it was a little strange to begin with, but I want to respond to some things that were said. I felt that this was, in my estimation, an abuse of the executive branch by using her pulpit, so to speak, as governor to give what I would consider a campaign speech. It was purely a campaign speech. Everything from raising hands and waving and pointing at people. It was everything that you've seen in a campaign speech anywhere that you've ever been when somebody's campaigning. That's what it felt like sitting on the House floor watching. So I think that was wrong. And I don't think that was proper use of the executive branch's power. There were some things that were said that talked about jobs, thousands of jobs here and thousands of jobs there, and speaking about her family history, self-reliance and hard work, which are all great points. But the problem is it morphed quickly into how government will make those jobs come about and how government will pave the way for these sort of things. And that to me was off. Ensure prosperity is inclusive. Prosperity is inclusive when business is allowed to do what it does best, which is increase and get better and hire more people. It just automatically becomes inclusive. You don't need government to force inclusivity in business. I don't even understand what Future Ready Oregon means. That's what she called this new program, something about education and business and jobs. And I don't know. Really what it comes down to is I felt that Governor Brown today continued in her role as campaigning for governor and campaigning as the number one resist President Donald Trump. That's what this was really all about. Hashtag resistance. That's what this was. She talked about healthcare being stolen by Washington, D.C. Nobody's done that. She talked about, immigrants and dreamers are welcome here. You know what? We're a sanctuary state. And it just so happens that IP 22 is coming up, Initiative Petition 22, that you can sign. And you could overturn the Oregon sanctuary state. So again, it was campaignish is how it felt. And public lands in public hands. Well, her idea of public hands and public lands is different than my idea and probably your idea. Yours is probably more like mine. Let's get the federal lands back into the state's hands. They own 62% of our lands. Let's get it back into our hands. So that's the hands I'd like to get into. So I really felt, again, that this was a speech that was inappropriate. It was not right. And I don't think it did anything to benefit anybody in Oregon except for progressive donors who will now give to her campaign because she's resisting that evil President Donald Trump, who, by the way, I got a $48 increase in my pay this month. I don't know about you. I know some people that got $100, some people that will get as much as $2,000 or $3,000. So I'd like to actually thank President Donald Trump and the Republicans in Congress for giving me a tax cut, which gave me a hike in my pay. So there you go. Live from the Capitol. Thank you very much. Just had to say something. Okay. Have a great day.